Right, what is up and welcome back to another wireless vlog. This will be the first reaction video I've actually ever done. I've been meaning to do one for ages but never got around to it. I've decided to do something a little bit different. I haven't seen too many videos of these actually being done, so hopefully this is something a little bit different to what you've seen before is what I'm hoping. I'm going to shut any messages that I get off because I'm going to take you behind the scenes on my Facebook. So we're going to take a look at all my Facebook photos. Sorry, I've got I've got a lot of cringy old photos that I'm going to expose myself for here. I know that I haven't really shown you anything from my childhood. And the reason for that is because I was very quiet. I never did anything. And to be honest, a lot of what was taken of me as a child is just, the only word to describe it is cringe. So I hope you guys enjoy it because I know I'm going to look like a tomato by the end of this. So let's just get into it. So let me close that stuff I should have done before, maybe recording, hide that. Right, I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, but okay, most recent photo that I was tagged in. Oh god. So this is actually on my sister's Facebook. So here is my sister in the foreground. We just had our teeth whitened at this point, so that is why she's smiling so so happily, because she was quite happy with her new white teeth. Obviously, as you can see, that is me on the left. Don't ask me what I'm doing because I don't know. I think she took about 3 photos and it was like really quick, so I was sort of in between moving when this one was taken. And obviously she liked herself best in this one. And that is my girlfriend, you can see in the middle. You can't really see her properly there. And I might actually have to blur her face because I don't think she'll want to be in a video. So Heather, you've done well there. Here we go. Here's a really nice one. So I can't remember how old I was here. So that is myself, my sister down the bottom, and my younger brother. So my brother would have been about 1 at this point, maybe a bit younger, which means I would have been 7. So I'm 7 years older than my brother. Oh, that was back when he was cute. Now he's going to be taller than me, well and truly. And he's very quiet. He's much like I was when I was younger. He's very quiet. He's a very sweet young man, and I hope he takes after me. I have a lot of hair there. I don't quite know how my hair got that long. I'm not sure if I've got any photos of me when I was in high school on my Facebook, but I did have the classic Aussie mullet for quite a while, so that might well be on show. So yeah, there was a cute family photo of myself and my 2 siblings when we were younger. That was at our old house, where if you've been on my channel for a while, you remember a video I took on top of a hill overlooking basically a forest. That was the house that we were living in at the time this was taken. So yeah, it was a long time ago. Here's another one of my family. So this wasn't as long ago. This would have been, this was my first year at the sports school that I went to at the end of high school. So this would have been year 11 for me, which was 4 years ago now. Time's gone very quickly. So yeah, this was about 4 years ago. There's my whole family. So mum and dad. I don't know. Oh, I just remembered why dad's laughing so much. So as this photo was taken, I had just tickled dad, and that's why his face looks like that, and that's why I'm cheesily grinning. And mum's laughing because she realized I was tickling dad, and that made her laugh. My brother's not actually looking at the camera, and he's still in his pajamas. Um, I don't quite know what he's looking at, but it's definitely not the camera. And my sister's actually looking at the camera, which is surprising because normally it's Bridget that's not looking anywhere where she should be. So I actually really like that photo. So that's in the house my parents are living at currently. Obviously, I've moved out 4 or 5 months ago now, but that was sorry taken at our family home. Um, and yeah, looking back at photos like that, it does make you miss home a fair bit. But we had so many memories as a family. Okay, this one. Um, I have the sternest look on my face. This was, as a lot of you guys know, I perform, I'm a poet. Um, this was at a national conference that I emceed, so I sort of myself and the young lady at the lectern at the moment, her name is Verity. We were both speaking at this event. Um, you can see I I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at, but I'm 99% sure I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to say next. Because I have a horrible memory, and for some reason, I didn't script what I was going to say. I feel I'm better if I just freestyle what I'm going to say and I know what I need to touch on, if that makes sense, rather than just writing down word for word. But that does come back to bite me a fair bit because sometimes when it gets to moments like this, I can't remember what it is I'm meant to be saying and I just ramble like I am now. I did also make quite a funny error in what I was going to say. In I was talking about asking it because there was a bunch of teachers in the room, and I was asking them to network, so communicate with each other and try and find better ways of doing the same thing. Because obviously it's important to network and grow as a person, and the best way to do that is by learning off people who do the same thing and might be able to offer feedback or different views. So I was asking them to do that, and I said, don't be afraid to ask the intricate questions to each other. But what I actually said is don't be afraid to ask intimate questions with each other. And that got a very big laugh, and I turned very red. But in saying that, it did help for the rest of the day because I'd stuffed up. Everyone was sort of, it was it took the pressure off in a weird sort of way because everyone was laughing, everyone sort of just relaxed into the day, and from there on, I felt more comfortable just talking in front of everyone. And here's another photo from that day. So my eyes are kind of my eyes kind of twinkle in this photo, and I really like it because not often do I suit up and keep a neck beard. That So I forgot to shave before this event. So obviously I suited up everything. They asked for photos after it. I didn't realize those photos were going to be published in the newspaper. So that photo right there was published in the newspaper for the city I live in the very next day, and I have a horrendous neck beard. Okay, here's another one from my sister's Facebook that I've been tagged in, so it comes up on mine as well. Here is myself and my sister. I I have no idea what I'm doing. I've got face paint on like I'm Spider-Man. So it was obviously some sort of event I'd just been to. and I'd come home. My sister also has face paint on her cheek. You can see there. I think it might be a flower. I'm not 100% sure, but actually you can see the way my sister's looking at me there. She's done that throughout her entire life. And looking back on it, I never noticed, but I can now see in all the photos that I look back on how much my sister actually looked up to me. And I don't just mean that metaphorically, I mean literally. You can see there, she is quite literally looking up to me. At that moment, she is saying, I want to be like that. Which is quite scary because I was a fruitcake. I was a complete nutter as a kid. And so, Bridget, I'm sorry. But obviously you can see we both loved each other very much. We still do, as only brothers and sisters can. And that is another family photo of us together. Me doing some crazy random things. And my sister obviously just enjoying the company and loving being around family. Okay, this needs to be addressed. There is me 5 years ago. I don't know. I was quite a weird looking young man. As you can see, the long hair, that isn't as long as my hair got, but that was sort of how long it stayed for quite a while. That is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. It is going to be a bit of a longer video, but hopefully it was good to have something a little bit different. I say that every time. That should be my catchphrase by now. But I wanted to make something different for you guys so it's not the same old boring content over and over again. This was me reacting to my old Facebook photos. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. That helps a lot. It also gives me the feedback to know what you guys want to see next. Hopefully you guys stay awesome as you always do, and peace.